causing the majority of the forces inside to pursue the door into the woods, and engage you in battle, including the small dragonoid. Dragonelle is what it's actually called. I like dragonoid though. Before Raven's forces arrived and swept into the fort and brought it under control. She expresses a little dismay at the lack of a kitchen, but gets the men to rebuilding as much as they can.
I mentioned that it would have helped if the idiot that built the kitchen didn't build it out of wood.
Well, that's all they have on hand, so that's going to have to be what they're going to build now, too.
Always be complaining about the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Complain what?
About the kitchen.
I missed the first half of what he said.
He said women always complain about the kitchen.
Okay.
But they do capture a trooper alive, but he is very either uninformed or unwilling to give up information. Besides saying such things as, "When true war comes, the sky will be darkened with red wings," and Cassandi Fire Eyes will subdue the region before moving on to greater conquests.
Oh, already.
Cassandi sounds like a child trying to say Cassandra.
Oh, it's Cansaldi. Cansaldi's Fire Eyes. Okay. That hidden L threw me off. Hello, cat. How you doing? But it is just after sunup, so Raven offers you to take a long rest in the bunks in the barracks after helping get the door back onto the hinges so that the fort can be secured.
I get dirty looks for messing up the door.
Not really. I mean, it's a little tricky to get back on. Like, you have to hold it in place.
How the door got...
Yeah, I think by the time they got here, it would have been back to full size anyway.
And in the bushes.
And in the bushes. But with a little mechanical engineering and whatnot, they can get the door back into place. I assume you take the long rest offer since you've been up all night.
Yes, I feel like we did it, actually.
Yeah, you probably did. I just kind of streamlined the last time. So after when you wake up late afternoon or early mid-afternoon, whatever, Raven has prepared a document or a letter to deliver back to Marshal Vendry in Calaman of the victory here, and I guess there wouldn't be an and. That's your next assignment. Bring a message back to Calaman. Which is easy enough, and is the travel is without incident. Probably because the road's been recently patrolled by a dozen heavily armed soldiers or whatever.
Or seeing a dragon in the skies.
Yeah, that has happened as well. Oh, nice. I forgot I had the music automatically set up to switch. I was going to the to the jukebox. I didn't need to. The trip back, I read that part already. I don't like this part of the adventure. Let's see. 20. All right, Rin, since you're generally perceptive, more than everyone else in the group, if these numbers are accurate.
My PP is large.
Your PP, you have a huge PP. Comes with being a druid, I guess. One of the first things you notice when you get back to Calaman is
D and druid.
You notice that the city is rather quiet.
Too
You
quiet?
don't see as many troops. Well, not too quiet. There's still people around. It's not like it's an empty ruin or anything. but you don't see as many soldiers, especially on top of the walls. There used to be like contingents by the gates, marshaling and doing drills and whatnot, and most of them are not here. There are a few.
Has anybody else noticed that there's a significant lack of troops from the last time we were here?
Yeah.
Guess they moved out somewhere. About time.
Maybe
You
you
get-
should talk to them, Ben, and find out why.
Perhaps. I'm concerned that it's leaving the city undefended.
Yeah, it does seem a little light on men. That would be an accurate military assessment.
Maybe the marshal knows why.
Well,
At least
we're
I
heading
hope
back
so.
there, right? To the
Yeah,
marshal?
you're heading to the keep itself. Yep. And you're let right in. There's no issues at the gates or anything. It's evening, just after sundown probably, so people are still out and about, but shops are closing up and whatnot. And the castle's all lit up at the top of the mountain there. And as you travel up, you are let in immediately by the guards at the castle itself and head to the marshal's office. The door is open and there are a couple aides standing about. When they see you walk in, they say, "Ah, hello. The marshal is not currently in attendance."
Where is she?
Cool.
Marshal Vendry has led a contingent of troops west. The governor approved a strike against a small contingent of the dragon forces.
Who do we report to?
For now, I suggest you retire to your quarters and make the most of it.
We shouldn't get this missive to her immediately anyway.
Her exact whereabouts at this time are spotty, at best. The rest of the troops are in Steel Springs, which is roughly 20 miles southwest of here. Darrett is with them. He kind of, everybody make an insight check.
I was saying we don't have a message for Derek.
No, but he's been the one kind of giving you the orders. Right, but yeah, you're right. You have the letter for the marshals, so.
I don't have my skills. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Oh, so-
maybe inside.
Supposedly you can move the sheets around now too, or you can change settings. I heard about backgrounds. Ooh, damn. He's Brian. You notice because you rolled the highest by a long shot that he seems a little nervous. And there's 2 pages, and he's kind of watching the other one to see if that one's looking at him. And when he catches your eye and it looks like the other aide's not looking at you, he kind of, with his eyes, motions down toward his hand. And you can see a little piece of paper tucked away between his thumb and forefinger that he's kind of hooked around.
Okay. I will walk over and shake his hand and say, all right, we'll be retiring to our quarters. Thank you.
And he'll definitely slip the piece of paper into your hand, and he looks relieved as it's no longer in his possession. He says, very good. Thank you. I will I will let the governor know that you've returned. And he
Very good. You've been a great service.
he bows and leaves, and the other aide follows him, looking a little confused, but not, he didn't say anything. He was just kind of standing there. But they both leave in different directions into the castle. And
So-
if you want, we can retire you to your room.
Do we know who the commanding officer then? I mean, I figure someone should get this missive.
You could probably have given it to the aide, actually. If you mention it when he's still in hearing range, he'll be like, I can take it to the governor if you wish. When he's no longer in a meeting.
The governor that the Karish guy?
No.
Okay.
Bakaris is the
that's that
asshat from Vogler. Yeah.
Okay.
Annoying son.
Right.
Okay, good.
Son.
Yeah, and the son was the one heckling during the funeral and all that stuff.
That we made smell really bad and embarrassed him.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I guess we can hand it to the aide to give to whoever's.
Okay. I mean, you don't know what the letter says because it's sealed, but if Vendry's not here, someone's got to be in charge, right?
Mhm.
Pass the buck. That's how it works.
Yep. Delegate.
Yep. Send it up the chain so someone higher than you can be responsible.
Hold on, I want to see something. Okay. Checking if I have mending, because then I could open the letter, see what it says.
Oh, and then
Look
close
back
it.
up. Yeah, so, not an option. Whoa, I just zoomed into my character sheet somehow.
All right.
The
Well,
letter.
you retired to your quarters, and all right. Go ahead, Chris. Were you making a joke?
Yeah, if I shouldn't, I can skip it.
It's fine.
The letter says the bearers of this letter are to be killed, and thus Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead.
Yep. It's a good movie. All right, so you have that piece of paper. It's handwritten and folded. Do you wait till you get to your room to read it?
Yeah.
Okay. It is in Darrett's handwriting, and it reads, "Come at once. Bakaris is leading us to ruin at Steel Springs. He's the commander of this mission, and I can't disobey. I'll do what I can, but I need your help."
Man, this army is useless without us.
It kind of is. Well, Vendry's kind of skilled, but she's out at the moment. Yeah, so you get the impression that Vendry led a contingent of the army out on a sanctioned mission, and then, for whatever reason, the rest of the army, or a good chunk of the rest of the army, was sent to Steel Springs under the rule of Bakaris. And what you know of him, if you recall, when you first got to the city, he was trying to convince the governor to ride out and retake Vogler and all this other stuff right off the bat, because his property's in there and all of his stuff.
Let's execute him.
Oh, what do you want me to do it? So
Um,
we're supposed to know where Bakaris has these people,
And-
people,
not sleep, I guess. So
and tell him to stop being an idiot.
Oh, not again. Someone want me to keel haul that bastard?
You'd probably
If
have
I
to
knew what
rest
that meant, I
anyway.
might say yes.
You probably have to rest anyway because you have been traveling a good chunk of the day.
Don't you need a ship to keel haul someone?
You do.
Yes.
Well, we use theater of the mind, pretend we're on a ship, and just do it anyway.
What'd you call it off the back of a wagon?
Wagon haul?
Wagon haul. Sure, why not?
Window.
Well, after a quick rest, like a 4-hour nap or whatever, to re-up your long rest, because that's how that works now. You can get a rough map to where Steel Springs are. Now, if I show you this other map, I don't know why.
Did we
this
get a long
map
rest?
is- You did after the last thing. Wait, let me look.
Except you, because you got a green shield and nobody else did.
Why is it not resetting my hit points?
Motherfucker.
Did you already have all your hit
Oh.
points?
It says I have 40 out of 48.
Huh.
And I actually have 59 on my character sheet, so
Is it the token that's not refreshing?
yeah.
Okay.
Because
Because-
here or not?
Yes, there is.
Because these were the tokens from before I fixed them last game. I think they were already on this battle map. So that
Next
might
map.
be why.
Fill your map.
30?
There's more in the garden.
Yeah, I see why it's doing that. All right, so what? All right, so Steel Springs on this map is right around here, I believe.
Oh, so that's pretty close.
It's not too far. Yeah. And after you take a rest that you would need to take for the day, you can get there maybe mid to late morning.
Oh, fuck.
What? Something wrong?
He's frozen.
Uh-oh. Oh, that would be the oh fuck.
Yeah.
Usually you don't get a chance to say "oh fuck" before something bad happens on a computer.
You sure we can't get a boat there? Sleep
happened?
on the way?
I seem to have lost my internet connection for a few seconds. Everything
Oh.
just froze
Yeah.
when it resolved.
He had some good expressions while that was going on.
Oh, really?
Did I? Oh, so I didn't freeze?
You did. You froze like,
Nice.
So what are everybody's hit points at? I want to make sure that they're accurate on this map that I've got here.
59.
59.
30.
I mean, the character
Yep.
sheet says I'm at max health.
44?
Yes.
Okay. Docker's
38 for me.
33, 38. KL 27, is that right?
27.
And Rin 38?
And we should all be level 5, right?
Yes. Yeah, this it's funny how fast you went from 4 to 5 and how slow it goes from 5 to 6 in this chapter. But we're getting there. We're inching our way there.
Yeah.
All right. So as you head to Steel Springs, you arrive. You can see smoke. You can hear the sounds of distant battle as you approach the last hill rising over into Steel Springs. And if we were all in the same room, this is where I would pull out the Warriors of Krynn battle game. But we do not. So we're going to do this. So as the brook called the Inkwater comes into view, smoke rises over the tree line beyond it. You see wounded Calaman soldiers staggering from the trees, heading toward a narrow crossing that lies in your direction. Dragon Army soldiers give chase on horseback. I am going to change the music because it is not a happy fishing village right now. It is.
I'm just hearing crickets or cicadas or something.
Now you should hear the sounds of battle.
Oh, look at that.
You see 6 Calaman soldiers, all wounded, hobbling and supporting each other, trying to head for the crossing. And in the distance, you see the mounted dragon knights. And I'm gonna pop and Z out that.
Pop and see.
Pop and Z. These guys are all going as a unit because they're basically non-combat combatants because they're just trying to get away for their lives. The Dragon Army soldiers are basically flinging javelins and attempting to ride them down. We start with a thrilling battle.
Do we get to do initiative?
Yes, please. Sorry, I should have said that.
We don't have numbers on those soldiers, do we?
You do not.
Okay.
But they all look pretty wounded. And just like Chris's Spelljammer game the other day, I have to add a round 0 battlefield event.
Is that an island or a peninsula they're on?
It's a peninsula. I would say that at the crossing you can move at normal speed, and in the water it's difficult terrain. It's not like a rushing river.
Off map to the west is that.
Yes, that fray. If you step in that fiery stuff, you're stepping in the fray.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Don't stand in the fray.
Yeah,
so
don't stand in the fray.
Do not go off map.
Try not to. Yeah, it can be bad for you. Did everybody roll?
Yes.
Because. Okay, so top of the round is Bezel. I just kind of clumped you guys in a line like that. You probably wouldn't have strode over the hill like that, but it worked. Oh yeah, you're just skipping together a little. Whee! Up over the hill.
All holding hands.
Dramatic line.
Yep.
As the camera pans down the line.
More afraid of the east too, like everything
only
in every direction.
At the very top, it is.
So the Kalaman, these are the bad guys?
Those are the good guys.
If
Guys
you don't
on the
step in the fray, one might say you would learn to save a life. Never.
Nice. Nice. Actually, that's what I thought of when he first said the fray. I thought of that.
Oh, there's something. I see the edge of something right there.
It's like a tree, I think. Those are the shadows of the trees. Oh, I could change that. It's daytime. Hold on. That's a good point. Can you not see all the way out?
I can't see all the way out. Well, I got these big black columns of tree.
Right, it's the trees, yeah.
But where I was positioned, it was blocking all of these dudes on horses.
Oh, okay. You know, I can just get rid of the dynamic lighting on this map because it really doesn't serve any purpose.
There?
But how do we see if we can't see them?
Right.
Well,
I don't think that's going to matter here. They're just riding through the trees.
I will longbow them.
Okay,
Go for the one in the back.
Oh, I meant to look up the mounted combat rules before we started, just to make sure I know that the horse just adds movement, I think. Sorry, hold on a second. It's
Is
not
the
popping
river
out.
difficult terrain at the fords?
No, I'm going to say not at the fords, and just the river itself is... you know what? It doesn't give me any rules on here. That would make more sense if the fords themselves were difficult and the rivers themselves were too much to walk through. See that, Jamie? Look what you did. No.
Yay. That goes for them as well.
Do you guys have... Yeah, it's true.
Harder for us.
Do you guys have inspiration already? Because I think you were supposed to get it.
Yeah,
If
I do.
I don't.
I'm not sure. Oh.
I grant you all inspiration. I inspire you because it's taking forever for this chapter to end.
Are the Calamanian soldiers trying to retreat toward us? Is that...
Yes.
Okay.
They're just trying to get away from these soldiers at the moment. They don't necessarily see you, but they're trying to get away from being.
And the soldiers appear to be fording the river, or like they're
yes.
having, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 2 attacks on the horse dude in the back.
In the way back. Okay. Let me
The
pull
way
up his stats so that I can tell you that you missed.
Both?
because they're wearing scale mail. Oh, no, the first one hit. Look at that. You can't really slow him because he's on the horse.
Right. You'd have to target the
Damn.
horse.
7 damage. All right. Luckily, the Calaman soldiers move next. They can only move 15 feet, and they are only spending their actions protecting each other. So they get to basically here and kind of form up. I mean, they're hobbling, they're holding each other up. You know, they're basically sitting ducks at this point. It is NG's turn.
All right.
At least a duck could swim.
Who for some reason is now Gishayao.
Yeah, it's the original. Okay, I'm gonna go
Fix
right
that.
here,
There you go.
and I'm
Okay.
gonna aim at the nearest soldier with my hoopback.
Okay.
Did you say we have advantage or no?
You do not.
Okay.
You have inspiration, which you can only use once, and it gives you a reroll.
Oh, okay. All right, so I just gotta get back to the right tab.
Ooh, that's a hit. How much damage? 25. Holy crap! You kill that guy.
Fuck, I'm deadly with this thing.
Just like David and Goliath, you hoop-hack the guy's face off. Actually, that added the sneak attack damage. I don't think you get that.
Oh, it did? It shouldn't have. Oh, you know what? I think no, 1d6 plus 3. Yeah, it shouldn't have been 25 damage. That's insane. Maybe I've got
Well,
some
next
check
to it
that
it says
shouldn't.
3d6, 17.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hit the sneak attack tab was still in place.
Yeah, so he takes the
Alright.
8, not the
Okay.
sneak attack. There we go. Okay. That's your turn done, right? Ooh, Jamie. Is that what you're doing?
Right. No.
I was like, what? How?
There's
Where'd you
a
get those?
currently I have caltrops, and there's a box on the caltrops. I thought it was maybe like a check box, but when I clicked it, it did that.
Okay. All right, but it is your turn.
All right, I am going to move my 30 feet. Oop, that's got a wrong tool.
You have 30 feet?
Yeah, just think how fast
With
you
like
can run.
15 on each leg?
30 feet to here, and then I'm going to double move, which is just going to get me just across
Okay.
to here.
Covering their retreat,
And-
kinda.
Yes, and ready in action that if any of the riders get within melee range of me, I will attack.
Okay. Rin.
So,
Yeah, why not?
can you target the horse?
You can.
Let us do for fun. Let's do a wind wall.
Ooh. Okay. Wind wall. Let's see. We go up to 50 feet long, 15 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Okay. When the wall appears, each creature in its area makes a strength save. Where are you putting it?
I was going to. Of course, the thing doesn't want to be right. I was gonna try do it. Whoa! Whoa! I just wanted a rectangle, technically. Can you do a rectangle?
Something that's technically a rectangle?
Um.
I guess I could draw
50
lines.
feet long.
Sorry, go ahead.
Any way you choose, so long as it makes one continuous path along the ground.
Okay. So I was going to run it right through them, basically. But I gotta use a different thing, obviously.
Okay.
So
So they
something.
each have to make a strength save or take bludgeoning damage?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That will hit horse and rider alike.
And I'll run it all the way up to this point there. So if they want to use the ford, they're going to have to go through it.
So where do you want it to start? Oh wait.
I'm going to try drawing. There we go. So I'm going to do like that kind of shape. Does that make sense?
Is that 50 feet?
Let's see. It's 50 feet there, 15 high and 1 thick. So that's actually twice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You basically made 2 lines in a V.
Yeah, because for some reason I kept thinking I had 120 feet, but that's how far away it does it.
Right.
So that's my bad.
50 feet long, 15 feet high, 1 foot thick. That's why I was like gonna draw a line like this.
I can't delete.
You know, just...
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can delete for you. I don't know why my line
Are we
has.
drawing penises on the map again?
I hope not.
Matt's not here.
Okay, so basically they're gonna be in it this round,
and then
as
the
long
other
as they
ones
keep
have to
riding
go
forward-
through. Yeah, they'll have to go through it, but the ones that are, except the guy at the apex, basically.
You want it? Well, I'm now. I wish we could just like straight up draw the actual line where it hits, because I feel like they're all just going to go right through it this turn, but they'll take the strength save now, and then have to. Okay, so like that.
Yeah. You want me to draw that?
Okay, so as long as they veer off from that path, it won't continue.
Right.
Right. Okay, but they are not used to dealing with magic coming from the opposing forces. What is the spell DC on this?
It is a strength with my DC. Oh, it says strength 15, actually.
15. All right, we'll go. And then the horses. Wow, the horses laugh at your wind wall, but of course they would.
Well, yeah. They still take half the damage, though.
Right, so roll, what is it, 4d6?
48
Yeah, 48.
bludgeoning.
All right, so yeah, roll 4d8 damage.
48 damage.
4d8 damage. Wow.
If you know it's 48,
How
why
many
does he have to roll?
dice do-
Wow.
What happens if he goes over 48 damage?
No, this is...
You lose? Is it like blackjack?
Oops, I deleted your wind wall, but that's okay because you completely just throw the guys, all 4 guys, just fly off the horses. The horses each take basically half, which is still a lot considering how many hit points they have. But without a rider to guide them, they all kind of run from the wind wall.
All right, so the wind wall is effective. Okay, good to
The
know.
wind wall was very effective. I mean, that literally takes us out of this combat because there's no more, there's no more guys to deal with. Unless I just keep sitting and waiting for the event at round 0 to bring in an extra guy.
I'm gonna stand there huffing because I hurried across the board,
Okay.
and then be like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah, so there's this just rush of air and this like strangely straight shaped vortex just flings all 4 dragon riders like into each other, just bashing their heads together, and then the horses are taking, you know, wind and rocks and whatever pummeling damage, so they kind of veer off like this as Ven just kind of stands there like, well, shit. Got his sword out, and there's nobody left to charge. The
sorry.
cavalry soldiers are. Well, let's kill this medieval battle music. We don't need that anymore.
I didn't realize it would take them out. I was purposely not using like spike growth or something because I was like, I want to make sure I leave, you know, so everybody else can do stuff.
I mean, you left the horses. That sounds like a druid thing to do.
Yeah,
Take
it's
out
intentional.
the animal.
So we can kill the horses.
We should take the horses.
Probably better that you got there first because I was going to fireball them.
Yeah,
The
I'm-
horses would not like that.
Next time, hopefully you get to go first, then.
All right,
All right,
all right.
The soldiers rush up. They're like,
What's it called? Nightmares? The horses that are on fire or whatever?
"Oh yeah, nightmares, yeah."
That's how
They
you
they
get 'em, right?
they rush together and they're hobbling. They're like, "Oh, it was a trap. We were led into a trap. It wasn't a small force at all."
Was it
Unsurprised.
Bakaris or whatever his name with you all?
He was. He's with Darrett. They might be back at the base camp. I know where it is if you follow us. We must keep moving. That was only a small portion of the army.
Okay, let's go.
The speaker for the group, they can't move very quickly because of, hobbling and woundedness and whatnot. But they are leading you down a road or a trail for a couple miles before you hear the sound of mounted, well, you hear hooves following you or coming up the path where you just came from.
Bad hooves?
Yeah, it's hard to tell at this point. All you hear is hooves.
I wanted to waste spell slots on these guys to try to do some healing for
Okay.
them.
All right.
What kind of damage am I looking at? I want to get the worst of them.
All 6 of them are 8 out of 18. So they're each
Jesus
down
Christ.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of healing power.
2. Just you asked, I answered.
Yeah, I know. All right, I'll do what I can.
Healing kit?
Right.
Let's see.
That's a good feat if anyone had it.
Yeah, do you have the healer feat?
Me? No. I'm not that cool.
You're not a hermit.
Ooh, spell slot.
That's enough to heal somebody up.
It's what my character would do.
It's true. That brings 4 of them basically back to full, or damn near close to it.
And last.
So you have 6 slots? All right. You get everybody back to much better. They are all extremely gracious, full of gratitude and awe at the magic. It's like, we had heard of the return of the gods. Is it true? Is it true?
It is. It is true. And I show my holy symbol.
Surely we can't lose if the gods are on our side.
Now, you can protect us when the bad guys come.
You hear the mounted soldiers from behind, and before too long, a dozen horses gallop from the tree line, rushing south toward you. But you notice Calaman's colors flying on the soldiers' armor, despite the obvious signs of battle. And leading the pack, you can pick out Darrett in his Solemnic armor with another figure sitting behind him. As they ride close, you realize that the figure behind him is Lord Bakaris. And the look on his face, he seems to be in a state of shock. Darrett rides up. He's like, "Oh, you made it, friends. It was an absolute rout. Follow me and we'll go to our camp." And he kind of there's 12 horses, so everybody can jump on the back of one of the horses so he can get you quicker to safety.
Okay.
Including the soldiers there. But it is a 6-mile trek, and as you ride into camp, there's tents, there's a bunch of wounded soldiers. It looks like a lot of the troops knew where to rendezvous.
How come Docker's horse looks so uncomfortable?
Right?
Doctor, that's not what we meant by mounted.
Oh, wow, that took a turn.
What, I'm not supposed to carry the horse?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Derek like steps off the horse and he like does the whole soldier elbow grab handshake kind of thing. It's like, it's good to see you, friends. How was the retaking of Wheelwatch? Everything went according to plan?
I look at the Kender. Yeah.
More or less.
If it's in our hands, I would consider that more.
Well, then more.
You're
Very
welcome.
good. As
Fuck
you can
around
see,
and find out.
as you can see, while you were away, things hit the fan. Whatever a fan is. Shit hit the whatever.
One of
Something
those
spinning.
handheld things that use
You
like
know,
this.
from the Orient.
Dude, what are you doing?
Yes.
When the shit hits the palm fronds.
The marshal had taken
Yes.
a contingent of scouts out to investigate the troop battle strength, and after she left, Bakaris, who's like at the other end of the camp right now, just kind of sitting by the fire with a dazed look on his face, he's like, Bakaris convinced the governor to send the bulk of our remaining forces in a surprise attack. We were overwhelmed, and in the retreat, Bakaris the Younger was unaccounted for, and we believe he may have fallen in battle. As you can see, his father's not taking it well.
Glad to find out.
Exactly. I don't know why the governor listens to him, but this is what it leads to. Maybe he'll learn his lesson this time. Get some rest, and we'll figure out what we're doing in the morning. We should be safe here. I don't think the army was pursuing us. I don't think it was a trap necessarily, but I do think we were baited into a position we could not handle. So anyway, you were saying?
Oh, no, I was just saying we're doing another long rest.
You can do another long rest, yeah.
Holy crap. Well, I guess it's
no.
okay. I healed all those people.
I didn't use anything.
Yeah, well.
There's 2
Well,
arrows.
At least I guess it's unlikely Bakaris is working with the enemy then.
I don't... not after the events of today, I would assume no. I
thought he might be.
I think he's a blowhard, and I think he's used to getting his own way, and the world has other ideas right now. He can't just... You can't just tell the governor to send your armies out and expect to get a good result. We are up against a dangerous force. All right, well, I need to get some rest myself, so he heads off to his command tent, whatever, and you can shoot the shit with the troops, and none of them are talking to Bakaris. Well, he's kind of not talking to anybody anyway. And in the morning, after your long rest, I'm just rushing along. I don't know. Breakfast is served up. It's your typical camp. It's kind of a somber attitude in the whole place. There's still a lot of wounded soldiers in here. The 6 you traveled back with are doing great, but of the 80, somewhere between 80 and 100 guys here in this camp, whatever it is, there's a lot of injured, so you're not going to heal them all. Although you do have a couple of the more wounded ones.
Can I do some of the more wounded with the spell slots I had last night before I rested?
Yeah, you could, because while you're, having a meal or whatever by the fire, word starts to spread around camp from the 6 guys that you magically healed that there's somebody here who can make wounds fade with just a touch of his hand and a prayer to the gods, which are back, by the way. And so a couple of the guys that are way worse off, maybe not missing a limb, but seriously broken bones or whatever, come over and you give them a few of the extra spell slots. How many more slots did you have? 2? Oh, you're 5th level. You got a lot.
Yeah, I had at least 1/3, and I think I had another second So maybe
What
only
level is
first.
what level's mass healing word? That's
Oh.
like 5th, isn't it? You may not have that yet.
I don't think I have that spell. I do have healing spirit, which I should have thought of because I could have just run that for a while. That's
It has
actually been
a number of uses too, I think.
Let's see. Number of times equal to your spell casting ability modifier plus 1. But anyway,
Yeah.
I was just using healing word anyway at higher slots. So
Okay. Well, everyone, your legend is growing as you do these magical feats of miracles, basically. So in the morning, we'll say that the attitude in the camp is still pretty somber because of what happened the previous day. The Karis is still quiet, although he does take the time to snap at somebody who walks too close to him at some point. So you realize he's starting to come around, still kind of mopey, but not so mopey that he can't also still be an asshole. We all know those people.
mm-hmm.
Darrett finds you and he says, "Friends, we have a situation. I'm going to take the rest of the army north, see if we can't rendezvous with Vendry and get everyone back to the castle as soon as possible. I think we have a couple days before at least the wing of the army that we saw yesterday is going to be within siege range of Calaman. So I suggest, or I guess I can order you. I suggest you return to Calaman and let the governor know to take what remaining forces we do have and start getting the people inside the city gates and prepare for siege."
I will salute.
I think the war is coming faster than we anticipated. Oh yes, I will salute back. Like a blob.
Wrong game.
Oh, wrong game. Oh yeah, same night though, right? Night. Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you can take a few of the horses if you would like. If that'll get you back faster.
A horse would only slow me down.
He looks at you weird.
And you would only slow down the horse?
They don't call me Steady Hoof for nothing.
Oh. Does anyone take the horse?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yep, sure.
Seriously, I think my move speed is actually equal to horse.
Yeah, I think Minotaurs can run just as fast as horses.
You wouldn't be running the horse full gallop all the way anyway. It doesn't actually make the movement rates any faster in like 5th edition for some weird reason. You can carry more supplies, I guess. And thematically, it seems like you'd be at least closing the gap. You could ride that first hour extra speed or that last hour if you need to get there quickly.
Let's just be a brown bear. You can go 40. Sorry.
Now, I'm looking at my music because I wanted something particular, but I can't seem to find it. All right. Well, I'm going to take you back to the Calaman map for a minute. Because you're so close to Calaman, it only takes a few hours, so I guess the horses would make it much faster. And as you near the sites of the gates, you see a large crowd milling ahead. Commoners murmuring, and the portcullis is closed. You hear a guard shout, "There's nothing to see! Please move along!"
Do we have any sort of official documentation, or do the guards know us?
The guards know you at this point.
Since we're the ones doing all the saving.
Right. Pretty much. It's not. This is a strangely worded section here. Let me piece it together, but it seems like the crowd isn't here to get in. The crowd is here because they're excited. They seem to be like they're milling about. They're whispering among themselves. There's like an anticipation going on with this group of people.
Oh, they're dumb.
But when you ride up, get an insight check. I'm gonna have it be an insight roll. I'm calling that your passive listening to people whispering to each other.
Oh, so would we use passive insight?
No. I'm using that as the accidental overhear skill because there isn't really gather information or anything anymore.
Got it.
You have the listen skill.
Yeah, exactly. Let's say Rin, you overhear somebody whisper, it's like, what do you think they're here for? They were armed to the teeth. And Bezel, I'm gonna let's see. No, that'll give it away. Never mind. You hear basically the same idea. It sounds like somebody or a group of somebodies has arrived in the city, and there's enough curiosity that people want to go and see who's there or why. As you approach the gates, the guards are like, "Didn't you just leave yesterday? Welcome back."
Yeah, who are the people talking about that have entered the city?
Oh, some of the Solamnic Knights showed up, about a dozen, an hour ago. They rode straight to the keep.
Oh, my people.
Yeah, I saw your son. What?
No. They had a message for the governor. We're hoping that they're going to join our ranks. But the people, he kind of looks over his shoulder, want to know what's going on, and they want to know right now. And it takes time, and I've been trying to explain to them that this kind of stuff requires conversation, and it's for our betters to... Wait, whatever. And he lets you in as he's talking and complaining about guard duty and whatever else.
Should we tell him what's coming? Doctor's looking at the others.
We should leave that for the governor to decide how he wants to handle.
Not, Fine.
Docker does what Docker wants.
I mean, let's just say you might want to let him in. If you're allowed to. Docker, just to the guards.
Why?
There's a whole damn army coming soon. Probably within 2 days.
Well, we're not exactly authorized to do that without the governor's say-so. We can send a runner and go ask him what we should be doing. I'm sorry, we can't take orders from you. I mean, I get you're important and all, but we take our orders from the governor, so maybe you should pass this up to him.
We could just set the building on fire.
Because of your stapler?
You're my steeper.
This is why I hate being in the military.
You're so huge.
Yes, but
so...
you like the food.
The food's usually
right,
terrible.
Why
I
is
mean,
Docker in the
not-
army?
Not your food.
He was in
fine.
the Navy. Oh yeah, in this army? Yeah, good question. Right?
pirate. I'm still convinced he's a pirate. He's sent here to spy on us for the Minotaur Navy.
Maybe.
Our future overlords.
Yeah, he's just scouting to see what the best way to take over is.
I mean, he's too stupid to be a spy, but he wouldn't admit that.
You get past the portcullis, and you are heading toward the castle in the center of the city. Again, I have to reiterate that it's basically on a mountain overlooking the whole city. You can see the edges of the cliffs here, so you kind of travel up a steep road to get to the castle itself. But the courtyard is largely deserted.
That's dramatic.
And most of the defenders are west of the city. As you pass through the outer gates, I'm gonna go to, where did it go? Ah, right here. I think this is the one. Okay, hold on a second. You're not on this map yet. Oop, first I'll put you here, and then I'll put you here.
That's what she said.
She did not.
Oops. No, get out of the cliffs, Frizzle. Alright. So, you can order yourself marching however you like.
Are we supposed to see ourselves?
Can you not? Why are you...
Briefly, I saw, I think, Angie's token, and then...
Alright, something's... Just roll 20 freezing again? That might be fun. For some reason, I can't select any tokens anymore, so I think it might have froze.
Oh.
Let me refresh for a minute. Ah, yeah, okay, so you're not on here anymore. I had you in the wall for some reason, and then when I tried to take you out of the wall... Alright, like I said, I don't know what order you'd be approaching from, but this is the entrance to the gate. Normally there would be a guard on each of these towers. There's nobody there.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
I bet NG
put
would
this
be
again
first.
so I can hear it. Just out
Well,
of
I
sheer
hope that other
curiosity.
army does better than Bakaris, because otherwise, looks like you're in trouble.
Let's say this would be open, which is also unusual.
You think we should scout this out?
Might be a good idea.
Probably.
How,
Where's our scout?
All eyes look at NG.
Rock faces like?
Yes, but he is silent.
That's because he already entered.
I see the smoke. Okay, yep.
He's in there.
He could
Must
burn
be
down
on
the
fire.
building.
Give me a stealth roll there, NG,
All right.
and then go ahead and move your token as far as you would like to go. Okay.
All right. Token. I'm just gonna come as far as like the door and peek.
Okay. You see exactly what your token sees, which at this point is nothing.
Okay. Let me just. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna come down as far as.
Oh, Yeah, it's open. Yeah, okay. I was like, oh, it looks like I left it
Yeah,
closed.
no, you said it
but-
was open. You said it. Okay, can I peek around this corner?
Yep.
Okay, so I see several doorways.
They're actually
Go here.
windows. They're like
Windows,
arrow
okay.
slits. Yep.
Are they all windows or doorways? I think
They're all windows. It just turns this corner right here.
Windows.
Oh, okay, all right. So then I wanna skirt around to right here and
Okay.
peek as well.
All right.
I'm a
All
little
right.
See,
uncomfortable
from
with
your
how far
vantage
away he's
point-
getting. So,
Yeah. Okay.
here.
Okay. You want to make a stealth roll too?
Yeah, sure.
Are you cautiously creeping in?
Apparently
All right.
yes.
Beautiful. He's standing right in the doorway just to listen.
Sure, I'm gonna
just in
I'm gonna-
front of Docker, so
I'm
You
gonna go
moved
report-
really quietly, just not.
What is that thing down here? 'Cause I'm gonna
You
report
see-
back.
You see a mounted knight, and he's just kind of standing by the entrance to the castle while he's on the
Okay.
horse.
who's mounting him?
Oh.
It's Docker.
I was gonna say,
Again. It is largely deserted. Near the covered cloister leading to the city's council conference rooms, you see a heavily armored knight of Salamia on horseback. He holds a banner bearing a prominent rose emblem. Look at that, I found box
Okay.
text.
What kind of dessert?
All right, so
It does not seem to see in your direction or to be looking in your direction.
I feel like I'm gonna run back and excitedly tell Jamie about it.
Okay.
He's coming back.
Okay, and then hey, guess what I saw? It's one of your friends.
Muted, Jamie.
I made that up.
What do they look like?
He had a rose and a horse and a lot of armor.
Those salami knights.
What was he doing?
He's trying to keep Docker away from his horse.
What? Docker's right here.
How does he know about me?
I describe it, his basic behavior and demeanor.
Okay. I mean, he was pretty motionless, just kind of standing there. The horse was moving about, tromping its feet or whatever you call it
Did you
occasionally,
see
but
anyone else?
otherwise just standing there.
No, you didn't see anyone else.
Nope, just your buddy. And I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna tell him that we're here.
No, you stay here with. I will approach. I will go
It's
in.
too bad because I'm already. No, okay.
I am not stealthing,
Okay.
and my hit points are wrong on my token.
Yeah, you know why? It's because for some reason your token. Let me see if I can fix it in post. No, I mean.
Fix it in post.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post. For some reason, your token just has the number assigned to it. It doesn't have the
Stat.
HP in the box. All right, let me try redragging you on and see if that actually fixes it this time.
I'm gonna go AFK to grab a bowl. of
Yay!
coffee right back.
Looks better. Okay.
All right, and I'm just gonna march right in.
Okay.
Holy crap! There's crossbows. What a dead zone this is.
Right? Killing field there. All right. You should be able to see that there are, in fact, 2 mounted knights on horseback. Now, before you start interacting, what are the rest of you doing? Staying out here in the walkway?
Mhm.
Watching carefully for
I'll move
People
a little
coming
closer,
behind.
but I'm not gonna go too close.
Okay.
Probably too bad.
I'm out of sight, by the way.
Of them, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. He's long out of sight.
That makes a difference of anyone's actions.
Yeah, there's 2 90-degree turns before you get to the actual courtyard.
Oh, he's on a site.
Yeah, he's
Good
way out of
luck,
sight.
kid.
We're gonna peek around the corner.
Well,
So
I'm assuming that any spider or squirrel that I come across is the druid.
The knight on this side, I don't know if you saw that ping or not, has a banner on the ground in his hand, the big long marching banner that just has the rose logo on it. But the banner is faded. Like it's been in the sun for a long time. Still
Right.
easy to tell that there's a rose on it, though.
I'm going to walk like up to 10 feet from him, snap to attention, and give him a salute.
Okay. The completely face covering helmet, it's one of those like pot helms, whatever, kind of pivots in your direction. Otherwise it makes no motions. Make a perception roll with advantage.
These guys are fake.
Okay, you notice that the armor is not well maintained. There are dents, there are spots of ash and rust.
Why aren't you saying hi?
There's
They're
no
not
pride
fake.
of
They're dead.
there's no pride of armor on these guys.
I mean, if they've been hard riding, does it look like they've
True.
been hard, like forced marching?
That doesn't look like it's the reason for the condition of the armor. It looks like it's been in this condition for a long time. And they are basically blocking the entrance into the keep.
All right, then I address them, or address this one that I'm standing near,
Mhm.
and I go, Drac Vendag, reporting for duty.
Nothing. It says nothing. There's like a slight nod of the helmet, and that's about it.
Sir, who is your commanding officer?
No response.
Does he have a rank insignia or something on him?
I'm not sure how that would
Badge?
operate. Just the rose banner.
I believe I have a badge.
But the rose is the highest order, right?
It is. It's the highest rank of the 3 tiers, or the highest
Yes,
order.
I have it. I have an insignia of rank.
Okay. I don't know rank structures, so I would say that they're probably mid-level. They'd be your superior, but not much higher than that. Middle managers.
They're low level roses.
Yes, that's it.
Do you not speak? I asked, who is the commanding officer here?
This guy, or the guy on this horse, looks to the other guy. Looks toward you, and then makes a, be gone kind of gesture.
You just been dissed.
I'm gonna try to walk past him.
Oh, he definitely moves his horse into your way. So as you would approach to there, he would shift over to here. Oops, fell off the horse. And then this one here will also kind of shift in your direction. And his hand goes toward his sword, but doesn't draw it right away.
move forward a bit.
I have business with the governor. Step aside, sir.
At that, they both do draw their long swords. He lets go of the banner so that it hits the ground.
Ooh.
Oh, a knight of Slemnia would never do that. I don't know. Do
Probably not. You're probably
Presumably.
right.
then I'm going to draw my sword.
Okay,
Roll
I'm gonna
initiative.
pop this up just in case. And
I'm gonna run back and report to everyone else that Ven's getting into a fight with his friends.
okay. Now, Kale, are you trying to be stealthy?
No, I'm just
Okay.
here to back him up, and
Okay.
but I'm staying a little bit, further back. So I'm gonna think of it.
Okay.
Are these ballistas through the windows? Are they manned?
Not that you can see. Let me double check something here. That one. Okay.
They're both armed with swords, right?
They are. They have long swords.
Okay.
They do not have shields, but they have plate armor.
That's okay.
And I would say because they're on the horse, they can't do two-handed. Everyone else, roll initiative just in case you want to act, because you never know how this might go.
Terrible initiative.
Obviously, NG doesn't go right away unless you want to.
I'm restoring my rolls. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I noticed that. You can
Change to
fix it for whatever reason. Unless NG or Kale have an action, they are going to.
Not yet.
Why did it do that? Change this. And then change that. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. So we'll go to Ben then.
I'm just going to sidestep and then move by him, and he's going to get an attack of opportunity.
He will take it. And the front door is closed. It's not locked, but it's closed. He hits AC 18 for 4 slashing damage.
Yeah, that's just what he needs. 4.
All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hold on a second. Yeah, roll. Make a Constitution save. There's something chilling about the way this sword cuts into you. You make the save, and so your hit points are not permanently reduced by 4, let's say.
Okay.
But there's a chilling.
Oh, these guys are somebody's. I'm just throwing out. Throwing out.
But I'm going to say that you can't get into the building, like it's locked,
Right.
or for whatever reason he impedes your entrance. Bezel, do you have an action? Are you in range to see what's going on? You are not.
I cannot see anything, so I'm going to move
Okay.
here. Oh, I can see things.
I would say the sound of an attack, and Ben probably
Right.
making an expression of pain.
I will loose an arrow, actually, too.
At the rider.
Yes.
Those are both hits. $12 points of damage. All right. You do enough damage to knock a plate of the old rusty armor off, revealing to Ven specifically that
Rotten flesh underneath.
Yes, exactly.
Hooray! Oh,
Hooray! And that. Oh, sorry, we're on Bezel. So Rin, you see Bezel firing arrows.
This is concerning. I'm gonna leave. No, I'm kidding.
So while I'm doing it, I'm just gonna
Just like a druid to run away.
Yep.
add this guy.
I got fish to fuck. See ya.
Fucking Aquaman.
You've downgraded from bears to fish.
Tear holes.
How far away is that? 5. Yeah, okay, that's in range. Let us do a starry wisp on said creature that I could see straight in front of me by red. That's a terrible.
It is. Now you don't have the feat or whatever it is that lets them still take damage like Brian does.
No, this is an attack roll too. So.
Oh, right. You're right. Okay, Docker.
Okay, well, seeing as how Bezel has started blasting, so 15, 30. Oh, hello. Can I see that this person is dead yet, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like he knocked the whole arm panel off, and you can just see a femur. Wow, what's that doing in the armhole? You know what I mean? The upper, whatever the
Shoulder.
whatever the arm
The
bone is
arm
up there.
femur.
The upper femur.
He's riding upside down.
The hell stitched it back together.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
right
so-
next to the shoulder ankle.
Yeah.
That's the end of my base move. I will use a bonus action to move over here and, why are they dead and fighting you? You don't mind if I stab them, do you?
Kill him.
Minotaur.
Yeah. He's like, you're talking too much.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay, so hopefully he counts as threatened despite technically being in a different square, so I can get a sneak attack.
Yes, I would say yes. Because he's basically straddling the horse, so he's right in the middle.
Okay, so
Oh,
that's
but you miss.
probably-
Yeah, you definitely miss. And you use your bonus action to get here. Oh, but the weapons provide the bonus action now. Or the extra attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a scimitar. I forget how it's worded. Do you have to hit with the first attack, or?
Does the short sword's ability, I think, just makes it. Oh, no, that's. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think it's
The weapon mastery. Right, hold on. It's Vex, right?
Yeah, that's the short sword, but then there's the scimitar mastery.
Oh, what's that one called?
Is it Nick?
Nick.
Nick. Yeah, okay. Let me see.
Ooh, Snickers.
When you make the extra attack, you can make
Okay.
it as part of the attack action.
Okay, so I don't
So you
have
can
to
still
hit.
do
Good.
it. Right.
Okay, I guess that's I'm thinking of I have to hit with the short sword to then get advantage on.
Get advantage. Correct.
Okay.
That is still a miss. The plate armor is just too damn thick.
Ha! Damn land crabs.
All right,
That's my turn.
This one is going to ride closer, and then he's going to make 2 longsword swings on Ven. Oh, the first one's a hit for 3 slashing. You don't have to make a con roll on this one.
Such weak hits.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then the other one, who just got dinged from behind by Docker, will actually turn and attempt to hit him. First with the life drain swing, which is a 10, so that's a miss. And then a regular longsword swing at 13 armor class. Docker 17, no, that's a miss. NG, also known as Kishaj Eflari, for some reason again. I've got to fix that. I'll fix that right now.
Would dash get me within view?
Well, move would be 30 or 20, no, 40. Sorry, a move would be 40. A dash would be an additional 40.
Okay, so then I will get closer to
And
melee
that
range.
uses up your bonus action.
Yep. But I can still do an attack action if I'm within range.
Yep.
All right, so then I will the bro and and more directly in front of me I will aim at with my hoopek.
Okay, the one you saw before. One
Yep.
that's surrounded by the other 2. Okay. Now, can he apply sneak attack damage because an ally's in combat? Not that he hit, but I forget if that's how it.
I believe so.
I think so.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think that's
because they're
prob-
flanking. It's just there's
Right.
an ally within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
I wonder
yes,
if
but
it's
I think
a
I probably
limiting-
missed.
You might. Yeah, you did miss, but I think you have to be within 30 feet. You might
Oh,
want to look
okay.
that up between
I'll
now
look
and.
into that while you're doing that.
Yeah. All right, KL. Fireball's probably not in order here.
What?
Do it.
What's my line?
Do it.
Do it. Danger close.
Let's
Danger
do it.
close. Drop the bomb.
All right, I'm gonna scorching ray the guy on the left. Just that.
Okay.
You have to go to my attacks first.
No, I guess it doesn't have a range. Okay.
Oops.
I might be thinking older editions with the 30-foot range sneak attack.
It doesn't seem to be
Oh.
specifying that.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
All right. So how many rays do you fire? 3?
3. Looks like
Okay.
2 probably hit. The last one
Two
definitely
definitely hit. Yeah. What kind of damage is that?
fire.
Fire.
Straight fire
Oh,
damage.
duh. Scorching ray. Duh.
Yep.
All right. So he'll take the first 2. That's 20 points of damage. That's pretty good.
Not bad, not bad.
And the helmeted head turns in your direction, and then you can see like the burning of 2 embers in behind the arrow slit, the eye slit, as it looks in your direction.
Okay.
Then,
That's it. I'm not gonna move.
yeah, okay.
Well, good thing there's no flanking anymore.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I am going to strike the guy that Docker is striking.
Okay.
And once per turn when you hit a creature, I got to hit first. Sorry.
That's a
19
hit.
All right. Demoralizing strike. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with a weapon, I bet you because he's undead, he's immune to it. But oh well. You can attempt to frighten the target. The target must make a Wisdom save, DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus, plus the ability modifier of the score increased by this feat. which would have been. I do not know.
Well, roll your damage first.
All right.
And then if you link the demoralizing strike, I can look it up. 11. Wow. Does it add damage to the strike?
No, it just makes they have disadvantage on the next attack roll. It makes before the end of its next turn.
Sap does that too. Look.
Oh, well then.
If you hit a creature with this weapon, that creature
demoralizing
has
strike is the
advantage
one I
on
get
attack
from the
roll.
class ability,
Oh,
or the not the class ability, the Slamnik Knight.
the knight thing.
So it basically, if as long as I'm using a longsword, I have both. All right.
Right. Yeah. Let's see. Is it sorry, something you have to choose to use? Demoralizing.
Demoralizing strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you only can use it.
Oh.
So save the target disadvantage. You can use this benefit a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Yeah, it's limited. So yeah, I'll use sap. It's much more simple.
Yeah. I wonder if that's gonna negate the special thing. Maybe they'll come out with a revised class later. But sorry, I just got a text. Let me DM. Let me DM. She
Right.
doesn't realize I'm running a game. She thinks I'm sleeping.
All right, I have a second attack, right?
Yes, you do.
What the freaking? Not used to this sheet.
Right.
23 hit.
That is a hit. You finish him off
All right.
with a good solid hit between the scorching rays and, well, Docker missed, but you managed to strike through the armor into the exposed bone, and it just kind of, with a hiss, just topples off the horse.
The horse looked particularly undead.
No, the horse is a normal horse,
All right.
and its condition is in much better shape than the knight.
All right. I don't have an action. I use my attack action. So unless
All right.
you're gonna
So
give me a bonus action if I want to do something kind of cool, but
Well, it depends. What do you want to do that's kind of cool?
I want to lip up on the horse.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll let you do that. That's cool. Rule of cool.
All right.
And technically,
Is
the knights are trained and mounted anyway. I mean, they train to fight mounted. I think anyway.
Be mounted.
I think you could easily call that your move action.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
too. But is the horse going to
It seems to respond to Solamnic training
Okay.
actions that you
Probably
would give it.
prefers a living rider.
I do have animal handling if I need to make a check.
Okay. No, I'm not going to make you rank the roll.
All right.
The horse seems to accept you as someone who knows how to command it.
All right, I will attack the other one.
Okay. Actually, before I do your damage, I am going to say that the other one gets an opportunity attack as you mount the horse.
Okay, I'll take it.
He misses. All right.
Well,
I'm
no.
going to...
I take a reaction. I have riposte.
Ooh. Okay.
Post that son of a bitch.
Does that give you an automatic free attack kind of thing?
Yep.
Oh, that's a hit. Wow.
14
That's a
points.
good hit.
And sap. So
He
he
go-
gets advantage on his next attack.
Right. He goes to hit you, and you're just like, not today. Backhand his sword away and jab him in the face,
Not today, Soth.
and then hop on the horse. No, it's not soft.
So I'm going to
He wouldn't have gone down so easily if he was. You do the damage that, or are you gonna roll the damage on that
Yeah.
longbow shot? 8, 5, 5. Okay.
How dead is he looking?
Not very. I mean, he looks dead, but he's still
Right.
active.
I'm gonna apply my distracting strike to that.
Okay, what does that do? Oh, giving allies an opening. Add the superiority die to the damage, and the next attack has advantage. Okay. So roll the die, because that'll come off his hit points. 5. Okay.
And my second attack.
And your second attack, which will, yep, that is a hit, and you can apply. Oh no, you would have had advantage on it because you did
Alright.
the distracting strike.
Should I roll again in case it's a crit?
Yeah, roll again just in case it's a crit. That's not a crit, but that's damn high. Look at that. You just missed it by 1. 12 more damage. Okay. And it is Rin's turn, unless you're going to move anymore, Bezel.
Nope.
Okay.
We are going to cast another spell.
That's a hit. Ooh, heat metal.
There's no roll for it. It's automatic, actually, so I don't know why it did that.
Oh, okay.
So you want me to post it? Since it's
Yeah.
relatively new.
Choose a manufactured metal object. Yeah. A suit of heavy armor. Yeah, definitely that. Unless you're doing the weapon. 2d8 fire damage when you cast it. Wow. Wow. Okay, roll 2d8. Four. Okay.
Terrible rolls.
There's like the rest of you can see the armor starts to glow with a soft orange glow that seems to be building. And it can't drop the object. If it's wearing or holding, it takes con save or drop it. If it can, it can't. So no point in rolling that.
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Nice. Stalker.
Okay. Much as I'm tempted to jump on the horse as well, probably can't fit, so I will run over and try to stab this guy.
Okay.
I think you need an elephant.
Okay, so this is the weird... Where is it? Okay, so...
Oh.
I guess another creature would be within 5 feet of me, that other horse, so I cannot get a sneak attack. So... Actually, if I can redo that, I will use steady aim so that I can get advantage and throw a dart at the guy.
Okay. Well, the advantage is the reason that you hit him, and that is actually enough. As your dart flies through the helmet slot, just so there's like an audible pop, and the armor just tumbles off the horse.
Nice.
Yep. The 2 war horses kind of look about like, what's going on?
Like a cast iron fajita plate.
Yes.
Why are the knights dead?
Ben, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. Whoever these are, they've been dead for quite a while.
Oh. Yeah, they don't look well at all.
I do want to get down off the horse. I still hold on to its reins and just like poke at the corpse and like
Okay.
try to like remove some more of its armor or pick
Yeah,
up the faceplate.
pull off the helmet, and it's definitely like a long dead skeleton, maybe traces of rotted flesh. The armor itself is really old and dated.
And you thought they were just being assholes.
Well,
This doesn't bode well for the governor.
Well, we need to get in there.
I'm confused as to where the door is. Is it under that
I
circle?
know this map doesn't really show it, but I'm going to bring you inside, which should make more sense now.
Here, there it goes.
Hmm.
And again, your hit points are going to be wrong. Probably, I don't know.
I have no hit points.
Oh yeah, look at that. I'm just
I
going to
can
delete
only see
everybody.
Docker.
Let me bring them back on. Here we go. Fresh install. Have I tried turning it off and on again?
Install.
Except for Basil, he doesn't get hit points. Screw him.
At least he doesn't show them.
There are no guards.
Which
The
door
door-
did you come from? Is this
Like
one?
not
You-
even
you came-
corpses. There's just no one.
No one. This is where you came in, this door right here, and where you would head into the more of the castle would be down this way here.
They put all the guards into a bag of holding.
Where are they suffocated?
Who are you casting those on?
Ben.
Okay, I see it.
I just didn't want to disrupt things, sorry.
No, it's fine.
These doors go out into the courtyard?
No, they go to other
Where?
areas of the castle, and that's locked anyway.
Oh, no, it's locked.
It's locked.
It's
This is
the
the way-
logo jiggles.
That's where we want to go.
That through there, and then
To the
where
right.
the count to your right, or well, to the map
to our
right
left.
is where Vendry's office is.
Yeah.
But
Well,
this
right.
door down here goes toward the council chambers, and the door
there's a
is
bunch of people in
open,
there.
and you are seeing
I am seeing some shit.
a scene of carnage. Yes, as you pass the slightly open door, you notice a scene of slaughter spilling across the council chamber. Several guards wearing the colors of Calaman soldiers lie tangled amid skeletal remains in tarnished Solemnic armor. The bloody bodies of Calaman's council members slump in high-backed chairs and across the room's large table. At a position of honor opposite the door, Governor Miat's body is transfixed to his chair, a gleaming longsword piercing his chest. Next to the governor's body, a man in Solemnic armor rocks back in a chair. He props his booted feet on the table as he balances a scroll on one finger.
There's just one guy that doesn't have a red X.
I squeeze.
Noticing you, the knight stands, clears his throat, and bombastically declares, "Hail, friends, and fear not, your heroes have arrived. I, Knight Caradoc, bring word that the Knights of Solamnia are, at this very moment, en route with all manner of pomp and mustache wax and whatever else they bother with these days. Do try to contain yourselves better than this lot did." And he gestures broadly across the room. And I'm going to stop right here because it's perfectly dramatic, and I don't want to rush this scene because I do have to work tonight.
That's a cool
So I feel like-
every time.
It's a good cliffhangery moment to stop. Yeah.
So don't apply the heat metal yet.
And actually, when I was
So-
rushing up this evening, I stopped here because I figured this would be as far as I could get, not realizing that one of the fights was going to be over with one spell.
I gotta swap characters. I'm going to a barbarian.
It's fine. I really do feel like that whole scene of having you arrive and then leave again is just to set up this. Because I was gonna skip it. I thought that Silver Springs battle seems kind of like pointless, but then I'm like, oh, but they have to get out of Calumet.
Dudes all
Makes
dead,
sense.
or just
There
the
are-
ones with the X completely through them?
Oh yeah, that's weird that the X isn't on them.
Some of them the X is underneath them.
Well,
I think because I did a copy paste, yeah, and it probably put them in the
Okay. So they're all dead.
yes. Every
Except for
creature
the
in this
one-
room is dead except for that dude at the head of the table. Yep.
Okay.
6 guards. You can gather that they were like probably fighting against the knights on their way into the council chamber, and that's why there's
Rocker
no
doesn't
bodies
know what
anywhere
we're
else,
talking about.
right?
I'm assuming Ven would
Didn't
be
even hear
offended
the
if I was to
speech.
get like searchy.
No, I'm really can't. Like, my wisdom is terrible. I'm not going to notice probably.
Hey, did you notice this? This kind of looks like a kitchen over here. Just so you know.
Ooh, fire.
It does.
And about to be on fire.
Yeah, I think I see a
It's-
gun.
No, it's a Skyrim alchemy table.
Oh yeah.
It's a pocket star.
Oh, should I stop recording?
Yes, you can.